We're talking with Ray Luskin in Chicago at the Internet Profits Conference. Ray, would you say this weekend was a good use of your time?
I think it's fabulous, especially this morning. I got so much information out of it. There was practical tips as well as inspirational work done.
Okay, could you share a couple of the golden nuggets, some of the big takeaways you got today?
Okay, the last speaker was Sam Horn, and she was talking about how to give a 60-second pitch, and she told us to start with 3 questions. I thought that was superb. Do you know, and use attributable facts that you can state with certainty and knowing.
This is Paul Miltenberger. Who are some of your favorite presenters at this point?
How much time do we have? Mike Muhney was just amazing. He was on the stage. Don Hollings just was zero-cost marketing secrets. I guess if I have to pick a favorite, though, it's J. Conrad Levinson. He was here last night keynoting, and boy, he's just been a favorite and an inspiration for years. And for him, in his frail condition, to be out and rock the room like he did last night was just extraordinary. The pocket is bulging already. Some already got some follow-ups last night. It's just a great group of people. Steve really put together a super group of presenters as well as people behind us at some of the sponsor booths that just are attracting the right kind of folks. It's fabulous, and for a first-time event on top of it, just extraordinary. So he's onto something great, and it's been fabulous, and we got another day yet, so this will be incredible.
Inspired by Kathleen Gage and her ideas about how you can turn what you know into products, to be in the room with J. Conrad Levinson and just kind of his years of wisdom and his just generous and engaging spirit was just amazing. You'd strike up casual conversations with people, just doing it to be social, and it turns out they would do something that would be directly related to something that I'm doing, being able to figure out ways that we could work and enhance each other's business. So it's been great in that respect as well.
Larry Winget. Larry, I understand you're the keynote presenter.
I understand the very same thing. Here I am. I'm ready to roll.
More than a rumor. And how are you enjoying it?
I just got here, and I'm having a good time. Look like a lot of nice folks, and I'm sure a lot of good information is being spread around, so it's good to be a part of it. I've been speaking for a lot of years. I've been doing 20 years. I've done 400 of the Fortune 500. I'm on the road every single week all around the world talking to groups. So I like my time on stage quite a bit. So tonight I'm going to talk about not what most of these people do. Most of these people talk about how to get rich and all that. I don't. I believe life's your own damn fault. I'm the world's only irritational speaker, the pit bull of personal development. So my approach to everything is just a little bit different. I think motivation and positive attitude is all a load of crap until I tell people to get off their ass and go to work. So my approach is different. My style is obviously different since I don't look and dress like most folks. And as a guy who's pretty much known in the business and on television every week talking about what it really takes to be successful, I think this can be a big wake-up call for a lot of people in the audience tonight.
It's wonderful. It's action-packed, full of people who know what they're doing. I've been actually self-taught. I've been learning different gurus online to try to figure out this internet marketing world. And I wanted to come here to kind of put everything together. And the speakers have been phenomenal. Steve is just so full of energy and zest for life. Love him. And it's just awesome. It's just the whole experience, everything from top to bottom, and well done. Mike, as a Muhney, follow him. I'm on this list, so I follow all his products, and he's like one of the main gurus, like under Frank Kern. So what he says is kind of like golden to me. Carolyn is amazing. She did an awesome job today. She is just everyone that he has on the books. Honestly, not only that, they're not just about making money, they're about helping other people get to where they are. So just overall, everyone I've seen so far has been about helping people, and that's the most important thing to me. So wherever you are now, they're helping you get to the next level. It's just awesome.
We're talking with Dean Delisle from Forward Progress.
It's an amazing thing. When I heard there was 29 speakers over 3 days, to me it was just one of these things when I started looking at the lineup, and we were proud to be part of the book as well as the speaker panel here. But when I started looking at who was coming to town, I just said, I have never been part of a conference in our time with the internet and the progression of the internet where there's been so much talent put together in one place. And to me, that was that was just so invaluable. In fact, I was sad because I had to miss a couple of sessions because we were networking, we had meetings, and I was like, I've got to get the recording, you know? And then on top of it, they have like these 2-minute drills where we actually get to spend time with every single person here for 2 minutes. So it's like the ultimate network and, you know, connecting type component. When you get in front of a room, sometimes you just never know, you know, how the room is or how it's connected. And one of the most impressive things was that the people were so connected, engaged, and they were hungry. I mean, I was shocked at people from all over the country, right? So as we started looking at the room and wiring the room and talking to them, they were completely engaged. And the fact is they were willing to participate. It's an easy room to be in, you know, and everybody's just so welcoming. So we really enjoyed that part of it.
What golden nuggets, what aha moments did you come away with?
Funny because I was sitting in the back with some of the other speakers, and that's what we were saying. We were all writing notes, you know, and it's funny when you see each other writing notes because we're used to being up front, and just being able to take the notes and say, and this applies to what I do. This applies to what my friend does. This applies to my client, you know, and there are things that we could take away and actually use like today. In fact, I was just up in my room emailing some people and saying, hey, you know, I just listened to Dan from Infusionsoft, and I just listened to this person and that person, and actually, you know, sent out emails like from the show and doing that. And I actually just posted on our Facebook page at Forward Progress about just some things I learned today. So it's just cool to like be able to share those things in the moment.
Carolyn, are you enjoying this Internet Profits Weekend?
I think it's great. I think Steve has done an amazing job putting everything together, and a lot of the speakers are friends of mine. I've been able to unite with them again, and it's been really quite a program. Yes, right. So thanks, Jared.
So far, my favorite presenter at the Internet Profit Summit is Bill Walsh. And the reason I'd have to say Bill is my favorite speaker is just because I've seen him personally grow a lot of small companies, and people with just really, really strong visions and goals. I've seen them actually break out of their shell and their comfort zone to actually turn their dreams into their success. From a 20-year-old Chicago entrepreneur perspective, I would absolutely recommend this event to any person who's interested in monetizing all elements of their business, no matter what the business is or any industry or niche.
Well, being a presenter at Internet Profits was an absolute amazing experience. The audience was very, very engaged. I gave it my all, and they came and wanted more. And people are coming to me that weren't even in my session and saying, oh my God, I'm sorry I missed it. Can I call you? Can I work with you? So when you come to Internet Profits, there's an audience that wants to learn, they're smart, they're engaged, and you will make connections getting to interact with other movers and shakers in the internet world. So this is about business, it's about marketing. I'm meeting not just internet marketers, but also professors in business, people who own universities, and so my own opportunities that I never even thought about for my own business have just blown up because of Internet Profits and speaking here.
This is Joe Atias. Joe, how are you enjoying the Internet Profits Weekend?
Well, I think it's extremely informative, effective, down to earth, practical, and refreshing. And it was somewhat intense. It was actually 3 days, 8:30 to 8 o'clock, and I'm very happy that I flew from New York and spend that time, and if Steve will do it again, you can count me in.
Dan Holling's presentation about mobile marketing, it's pretty cutting edge, some of the stuff that guy's up to. It's been real cool. You know, in internet marketing, you work at home, sit behind your computer a lot of times, so to get out at events like this, to make some great connections, it's been extremely profitable for us, so absolutely. A faculty approach where you don't just have one speaker sitting in front of the room, but you get to learn from a whole bunch of different experts, which gives you a much different perspective on things. So we'd definitely recommend if you get a chance next year to make it out to this. It's been great.
So Leslie, you're the man who broke the Google code. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, there's actually no code exactly to break, but yeah, that's a simple way of saying it. Back in 2002, I introduced a tool that showed one of the primary factors and how important that was in ranking at Google. And in 2003 and 2004, I showed the other primary factor and showed a technique that webmasters still use today called PageRank sculpting, which is like the other big piece of the Google ranking algorithm. I did a kind of a non-SEO presentation about SEO to get people on the right track without getting all hung up on SEO algorithms and pandas and penguins and linking schemes and all that kind of stuff. Try to get focused on doing something that is safe and absolutely 100% effective that doesn't really get too technical. It's something that everybody can do, and it's starting tonight. Seemed very engaged, and got some comments afterward that they actually did understand the presentation, and some of them said that they were actually willing to do the work, and so that's all good.
Lisa Lockwood, reinvention expert. Lisa, can you tell me what it was like being here at the Internet Profits Weekend as an exhibitor?
It's just been an amazing experience. So many people here are looking to take their business to another level. Everybody's on the same page as far as entrepreneurship, trying to get the most from their business, and networking. I mean, that's the biggest thing with events like this. Especially, Steve Olsher, also a reinvention expert, invited me here a few weeks ago, and the opportunity to be able to share what I do in my services with helping entrepreneurs reinvent themselves, upgrade their brand, and that sort of thing has just been fruitful for me. So meeting the other vendors has been amazing, and I really appreciated the opportunity. So I know I'm going to get some great business, and in the future I'll definitely be part of Internet Profits. The speaker lineup has just been amazing. All of the speakers here have been approachable. Their systems are really easy to integrate. Even if you hadn't bought any of the services that the speakers are offering, the notes, everything that you can use and apply immediately has been astounding. So just in that regard, it's just been a remarkable experience.
Jody Jolene. Jody, are you enjoying this weekend here at the Internet Profits?
Oh, I'm loving it. I've connected with a lot of people, and you just don't know where those are going to go, because relationships build over time. They're not like instant. It's building those relationships, because a lot of the big gurus have met people at events, live events, and then they become big, and then they all work together and JV together, and so that part is priceless.
Mike, tell me about what you do.
Well, I am a project manager and consulting coach for resellers with Bridge Gap Marketing. This is probably one of the best seminars that I have been to in, I'd say, about 25 years. And I mean, in personal development, sales and marketing type trainings and seminars. And the reason being is we did this 2-minute drill last night that gave us an ability to have an interactive experience and have a one-on-one with each of the speakers. That process, along with the Q&A opportunities with the speakers on the platform, and then the interactive nature of communicating with the various individuals, and the size has made this a very empowering experience. I was sharing that for me, it was, I got in touch with my own authentic self and realizing, like J. Conrad Levinson was saying, that I had something special to give. And instead of giving customers what they want, give them what they need. And that's what my training had been about. That's what this is all about in terms of empowering us with this information, because the fact of the matter is that most people have no clue what it is that they need in terms of social media.
We don't know what we don't know.
Exactly. So instead of saying, okay, let me try to sell you a this or a that or the other thing, come in from a consulting point of view that simply says, hey, this is what you need. Based on having these questions answered and understanding where you're coming from, this is what you need, and this is what I'm going to do to help provide that for you to succeed.
And we're talking with Sonia Solins now. Is this Internet Profits Weekend worth your time?
It absolutely is. I really didn't know what to expect, and we came in from Madison, Wisconsin, so we got a nice early start. Got myself up at 3 in the morning, and we drove in and started out at 8:30 with a bang. High energy. I thought, starting off pretty good. Craig, and he's the rock star marketer, great energy. Jennifer, and from Facebook, which I do a lot of work on Facebook for my business. Janet Bray-Atwood today, so I did 2 sessions with her and 2 sessions with Kathleen Gage. So fantastic. You get a little taste of it in the big session, and you go running to the breakout session for more. Jay last night for the keynote, and he's not been well, but he was here. He was fantastic. He just exuded such positive energy, and I talked to him personally afterwards, because I'm good at marketing other people's things, but when it comes personally to myself, sometimes I'm not as confident. And he held my hand and he said, well, that's just because you have such a good heart. and you'll push through it. And he was just made me feel wonderful. So I think I've probably taken 30 pages of notes of aha moments and big takeaways, tagging in YouTube. And of course you tag for your keywords, and you tag for a random made up word. And you put that word in all of your videos, and it helps you go to the top of the search rankings. I mean, fantastic.
Beyond all the marvelous presenters that are here under one roof, did you make any other connections?
The 2-minute drills afterwards where you get one-on-one with the presenters is what it's intended for. But while you're waiting in line for the presenters, you get a lot of really nice interaction with people. There's just so much going on in the crowd here that it's pretty exciting to see what everybody's up to. Talk about collaborations perhaps in the future and JVing with people, and so it's great.
Mike, you presented yesterday at the Internet Profits. Can you tell me what was that like from your vantage point?
Well, as a speaker, it was an easy audience to connect to. They were very emotionally engaged. What I liked about it, it was an eclectic group of people. I'm a software developer, and I typically speak in front of high-tech industry people who I think are a little bit hardened to another high-tech speaker. This was the real salt of the earth type of a group of people, small business people looking for a way to do a better job with their business and service their customers better. And my topic was on developing more effective relationships. So it was just a good symbiotic opportunity and experience for all of us.
What are your feelings about the whole conference this weekend?
Oh my gosh, way above my expectations, and I'm not just saying that to patronize you. I came here with an assumption, because I've been to so many of things like this, and it was beyond my wildest dreams. The networking here is priceless. The type of reach of the network of people here was much greater than I have gotten anywhere else in years. I went up and I told Steve that I feel privileged and honored to have been invited to be a speaker. I can't believe the quality and the reach and the depth of the speakers that have come here. So if you asked me to rate this from a 1 to 10, I'd give it 100.
We're talking now with Sam Horn. Sam, you obviously have a passion for what you do and working with people. Where did that come from?
Thank you, Jared. Katharine Graham said, to do what you love and feel that it matters, how could anything be more fun? I had mentioned in the program here at the Internet Profits about the Maui Writers Conference and what it was like to watch these people who had put months or years into their manuscript, and they had an opportunity to get it out in the world, and a lot of them talked themselves out of a deal. And I thought there has to be a better way. And so I created a better way about how people could crystallize what it is they care about into a very concise and clear and compelling soundbite so that the eyebrows would go up of their decision makers, and hopefully they got what they cared about in the mental door of other people so they cared about it too.
Overall, how do you feel about this Internet Profits weekend?
Hats off to Steve Olsher for putting together this weekend, because he's really collected not just some people who are at the top of their industry, who are considered some of the go-to resources in their particular topic. He has collected people who are in integrity. Did you have a chance to see J. Conrad Levinson last night? J. Conrad Levinson he modeled last night what it was like to have such a passion for what it is you do that you want to market it so that you scale its impact and its influence on others, all the while remaining the quality of person that we can be proud of so that people trust us and can take us at our word that what we're offering actually will benefit them. So it was really a privilege to see Jay in person last night, because I think he modeled for us that we can be in this business of marketing and still be of a character and an integrity that is a rising tide raising all boats for all involved.
We're talking with Kevin Donahue now from
Joe Polish's 25K Group, 25kgroup.com.
And you're here at the Internet Profits Conference. How are you enjoying it?
Wow, amazing. Amazing content, great speakers. Actually, it's blowing my mind. Better than I thought it was going to be. Just great content, and the breakout sessions have been amazing. So you hear the speaker speak, then you can get to go hear them speak more intimately and get better knowledge in the breakout session. So it's been great. I think today I was really impressed with Sam Horn. Boy, just her study of language and how to position yourself through language and how to present yourself and get your pitch down so it engages people to take action. I thought it was really, really a great presentation.
And is this an event you would recommend to business associates and friends.
Yeah, I was talking to Steve today, and I was telling him it's one of the better events I've been to, maybe the best event I've been to this year. It's been great. This is actually the fourth week in a row I've been at events, and this one is blowing my mind. So yeah, I would highly recommend people to get here, whether you're a newcomer to the internet marketing world or just the marketing world in general. It's tons of great marketing content, great ideas. Or if you're a veteran of the marketing world, I think it's a great place to come here, not just to get the content, but also to connect with amazing folks. For me, that's one of the reasons I've came, and it's kind of it's gone above my expectation, the level of connection and the conversations that I've had. So it's been fantastic.